Hi Form 5. Okay, so here's a revision video all about finding the mean. Now, you might hear people talking about average, and what they usually mean is to find the mean, because as we know, there are different kinds of averages: mean, median, mode, and range. But generally, if people say average, they usually mean the mean. So today we're going to focus on the mean, and then tomorrow we will focus on the other types. So the formula for finding the mean is to find the total, that's adding all the numbers together that you're given, and then dividing that by the number of values. And I'll show you some examples. So to start with a simple example, here are 4 different values. I'm going to add them together first to find the total. Okay, so I'm going to look for my bonds. 3 plus 7 is 10, 4 plus 6 is 10. So altogether, the total here is 20. Now I have to divide that by the number of values. That means the number of numbers I've been given. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So to find the mean, I need to do 20 divided by 4. Hopefully you've already got that answer in your head. 5. So the mean of that set of data that I just showed you is 5. Let's go through some of the examples and some of the types of questions you're going to see in your Mathletics task today. So, find the mean, and then you'll notice they've put in brackets average of 8, 15 and 4. So like I said, first we find the total, then we divide by the number of values. So the total of these numbers here, let's do 15 plus 8 is 23, plus 4 is 27, that's the total. And then divide it by the number of values. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, so 3. And the answer, how many 3's are in 27, is 9. So in the box in Mathletics, you would type 9 in here, and then you'll press, I think you press check or submit, and it will tell you, yeah, that's correct. Okay, another example. Find the mean of 15, 15, 6, 3, 6. So let's total them. 15 and 15 is 30. Plus 6, 36. Plus 6, 42. Plus 3, 45. Obviously you can do written addition if you want to as a column, whatever method works for you. So the total here was 45, and now we have to divide by the number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And so how many 5's are in 45? Yep, it's 9. And if you needed to, you can write down your times tables there, or do them on your fingers, but hopefully you know these facts quickly now. Okay, a couple more examples. Find the mean of 3, 9, 4, 4, 1, 9. Okay, so finding the total, 1 plus 9 is 10. You might want to just jot these down if you're doing it mentally. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 9 and 3 is 12. Now this bit, 20 and 10, 30. So the total is 30. How many values are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6 equals, how many 6's are in 30? 5. Well done. Now you'll notice that I'm crossing off as I'm using some of the values, and then when I'm counting the number of values, I'm doing little ticks above them, and you're going to see why I'm doing that in the next question. So some of the questions you'll be given will include a larger data set. A data set is a number of numbers, okay? So this is a much larger data set than the ones I've shown you so far. And this is on your second Mathletics task that you'll see this. And in the instructions I did put that you can use a calculator, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can do this using column addition or a combination of different strategies. So I'll talk you through this. It's the same strategy that you've been using, but just this time you have more numbers. So first we find the total. Now I'm not going to do this live with you now because it would take a long time, but what I did was I added up all of these numbers, okay? Normally I start with the largest numbers, and I also look for bonds like 28 and 12 I know will make 40, 35 and 5. So I'm looking for bonds that will make my life easier. But I found the total of these numbers and it was 221. Now I'm going to divide by the number of values I was given, and maybe let's change pen now. And I'm going to count the number of values carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can do this in any way that you want to, maybe crosses and circles or different colours. And then I have to find how many 13s are in 221. Now, again, I'm not going to go through this in too much detail with you because we've done written division. So remind yourself of that. Remember, we just write them at the side, if you can remember this. And we only go as far as we can here, and then we write our multiples. Like so. Anyway, if we work it out either by calculator or by our written method, the answer is that there are 17 13s in 21. So the mean of this data set is 17, okay? Or as some people would say, it's the average. It means it's if we add everything together, divide it by how many values, that's the one that kind of comes out as the middle ground. Okay, so again, this is how we're finding the mean. Find the total of all of the numbers you're given, divide it by the number of values. And I hope that makes sense. I will do a live Zoom class in the afternoon, just a drop in really for you to ask if you have any questions about the Mathletics session and the Mathletics questions. It helps if you struggle with certain questions. It would help me if you could screenshot the questions that you're struggling with, and then I can really support you with what you've seen and what you've struggled with. Miss Payne and I will have a look at your results as well beforehand, and if we think you need to come to my afternoon class, one of us will send you a message. But otherwise, everybody's free to drop in and make sure that you really understand this. Okay, see you later.